there.
All right, welcome back once again. National Safe Boating Week continues right here on ABC News 4. Do you know that drowning is the primary cause of death in recreational boating accidents? And more than 80% of the people who drown, get this, are not wearing a life vest. Today we have the experts from the U.S. Coast Guard in the studio talking about the importance of flotation devices out in the water. Whitney Ruth, along with our good friend as well, Jennifer Hessler, to join us to tell us and give us some examples, because we've been posting throughout the week that this is National Boating Safety Week. And a lot of folks don't realize that once they start to get into rough water and they're going, oh my goodness, this is a little scary. You know, put on the life jacket. My gosh, how many people don't do that? And you know, you guys get so many calls throughout the year, not only from the helicopters, but the boatings, to go out and find, rescue people that just didn't go by some simple rules. Tell us about the Safety Week and what you ladies are doing.
Sure. National Safe Boating Week is actually leading up to Memorial Day, unofficial kickoff of the boating season. You know, here in Charleston, obviously, start a little bit earlier, a little bit warmer.
Like
but
365.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
But really, everyone does, like you were mentioning, thanks to the Coast Guard, we go out and we save people. Well, we'd rather not have to go out and save everyone. We'd rather them to be safe to start with when they head out in the water.
And y'all do a lot of free boating checks as well, which is, you know, you're not going to slap anybody on the wrist. The boating check, if they have the boat out of the water, and if it's a check, not once they're starting to put it into the water and you guys arrive and go, hey, you know, we're doing a on-spot, no-notice boat check, then they can get gigged for it, right?
They can. We'd much rather have people come out to our free vessel safety checks. The auxiliary does them, the U.S. Power Squadron does them, DNR does them. We look through all your safety equipment. We let you know if you're in violation of anything. Like you said, no citations. You're not going to get in trouble. All we want to do is help.
Wonderful. And I understand some of you folks are going to be at the Joe this coming Thursday, tomorrow night.
We are. We're going to be out at the River
about
Dogs
that.
game. Yeah. Charlie the River Dog and Sammy the Sea Otter are going to be out there to spread the safe boating message to.
Tell us about some of the most difficult things that you folks run into with the Coast Guard, not just during Boat Safety Week, but on a day-to-day basis, because Whitney, you're active duty, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
We have things from bridge jumpers to overturned vessels to sailing boats that don't have any power or anything like that. We have to go offshore and we have to go rescue them. I specifically remember one back in July of last year. We were able to get them in a tow, and immediately afterwards one of the summer heavy thunderstorms kicked right in. We could not see anything, lightning, rain everywhere, and we were able to get them back in as well.
And I've known people that have gotten lost out in the Atlantic. They've gotten lost in some of the canal areas that we have here in Charleston, some of the swampy areas, and they said that you have no idea what it's like to be lost, and then to see the Coast Guard people arriving to help them out. And then they realize some of the steps that I didn't take, this would not have happened. So
Yes.
with Boat Safety Week, tell us some more of the things that you folks are doing.
Well, with Boat Safety Week, we are also focusing on life jackets and making sure that everyone has life jackets on board. For each person that's on board, each person should have a life vest on that fits them properly. In addition to that, we need to have a throwable on board, whether it look like this or also a life ring, and it has to be immediately available instead of underneath a seat or anything where things can get jumbled on top of it. So if someone does happen to fall overboard, you have access and be able to throw it to them right away.
And all the items that are required by the United States Coast Guard aboard their particular boat, no matter what size, is for their own safety.
Yes.
All the time. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today. We were going to inflate this. I'm going to let it hang. I've been trying to talk this gal into going with the auxiliary. Thank you so very much for coming back right after this. Stay with us.